Hi, I'm Joe Vidales, local historian for the city of Weslaco. I'm here to take you a tour of Weslaco's historical sites. This historic building was constructed in 1928, designed by Weslaco architect Newell Waters. It features concrete cast artwork, and it was the original City Hall and fire station. It is at the corner of Kansas and 5th Street. It is a State Historical Commission designated site. The original fire station was manned and staffed by volunteer firemen, and their living quarters were up in those buildings, in those windows up there. And those facilities are used by today's firemen. The round structure you see behind me was constructed in 1928, replacing the original water tower from 1920. This round water holding tank held 160,000 gallons of water. It was in operation for 12 years when they constructed the water tower that held 300,000 gallons of water. The construction for the water tower started in 1938 and was completed in 1941. The structure behind me that was built in 1928 is currently the home of the Tower Theater. It is a theater in the round. Started productions in 1971 and continues today with a community theater company. The USDA Experiment Station, now known as the Texas A&M Agri-Life Extension. This was founded in 1923 and provided support to the farmers as the valley grew its economy. Before the USDA was founded, this was the site of a military camp in 1916. They were here to help fight the insurrection that was stirred on the border during the 1916s, 1917.
And it was a joint project between Texas A&M University at the time and a local government. And there's 12 of these across the state, from Amarillo to Weslaco, from El Paso to Overton. W.H. Friend and Arthur Potts were some of the original research scientists here, and began on their own furthering the work of agricultural research with a variety of different crops, citrus, sugarcane, vegetables, an assorted types of crops like that, with the idea of addressing breeding and other types of research approaches to ensure that agriculture could be done in this area successfully and profitably. And it's been a great success. It's not the same today as it was, say, 100 years ago, but we're approaching the 100th year anniversary of this center, and we're still going strong. Agriculture is important, as it always has been. As long as people eat and wear clothes, it's gonna be important, and it's in our own best interest to stay ahead of that and remain on the cutting edge and do it well, both for the quality of life of our citizens and even the safety and security of our nation. One of the things that are more notable achievements here at the center, have been the development of the 1015 onion, which is a reference to the planting date, not necessarily the farm to market road. In addition to the ruby red grapefruit, the mild jalapeno, which totally transformed the salsa industry and put ketchup in the back seat, and a whole variety of other genetic work that we're doing nowadays to make plants, moving genetics in mustard and in spinach into grapefruit and sugarcane and other types of crops to help them develop resilience to drought, to cold, and other kinds of challenges in agriculture down here. And a lot of the work's being done in petri dishes and growth chambers, and as opposed to in open fields. But eventually those open fields are needed as well when we get to the point where we want to test those things in the real world and see if they're going to survive. We have people from all over the world working here, right here in Weslaco, Texas, and you wouldn't even imagine, probably 15 to 20 different countries, and the best of the best in their field. And so we're real proud of what we're doing, and we're real proud that we're doing it right here in Weslaco and in the Rio Grande Valley.
Behind me is Villa de Cortés, commonly known as the Cortés Hotel. It was built in 1928, and it had about 65 rooms. It was the place to stay. Not only did you have a place to sleep, but there was a restaurant, there were shops, there were ballrooms. It was the social center of Weslaco, starting in 1928. Since its inception, the Cortés has been the center of social activity in Weslaco. It hosted graduation parties, wedding receptions, and birthday celebrations. Although today, not a hotel, it continues to be a social center. Come visit Weslaco. For history, we got this.